Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, thinking positive, visualizing your goals, working hard, but something still feels blocked? Like reality just isn't bending in your favor? What if I told you that the missing piece isn't something outside of you, but a frequency you're not fully tuned into? A frequency that holds the power to reconfigure your entire life in days, not years. That frequency is gratitude. But I'm not talking about the surface-level thank yous we throw around daily. I'm talking about a deep, vibrational state of gratitude that rewires your subconscious mind, opens energetic pathways, and signals the quantum field that you're ready for more. This isn't a fluffy feel-good concept. There's actual neuroscience behind it. When you shift into a true state of gratitude, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals that activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing stress, increasing clarity, and most importantly, aligning you with elevated emotions like love, peace, and abundance. Gratitude is the doorway, and once you step through it, your reality starts to mirror that new internal state. In today's video, we're going to uncover exactly how to access this state, backed by science, grounded in spiritual wisdom, and applied in a way you can start using today. Stick with me until the end, because I'll guide you through a quick, powerful gratitude alignment technique that can start shifting your energy and your life in just 7 minutes a day. And if you've ever manifested something right after letting go, you'll finally understand why. Ready to unlock it? Let's go. When most people think of gratitude, they imagine writing a list of things they're thankful for or saying thank you out of politeness. But in spiritual and quantum terms, gratitude isn't just a feeling. It's a frequency, a literal vibration that your body emits and your reality responds to. Dr. Joe Dispenza calls gratitude the ultimate state of receivership. Why? Because when you're truly grateful for something, even before it arrives, you're telling your subconscious mind and the quantum field, I already have it. And the universe doesn't argue with that. It starts rearranging circumstances, people, and events to match your internal state. Gratitude in this sense is not a reaction. It's a trigger, a creative force. When you feel grateful, as if your desire is already fulfilled, you collapse time, you jump timelines, you align with outcomes that seemed light years away. From a scientific perspective, studies in neuroplasticity have shown that repeated feelings of gratitude stimulate the hypothalamus, the part of your brain responsible for regulating emotions and vital bodily functions like sleep, metabolism, and stress. Gratitude literally changes your brain chemistry, rewiring it for clarity, calm, and joy. This isn't spiritual fluff. This is frequency work. And frequencies don't lie. Your external reality is just a delayed printout of your dominant internal signals. If you want to change the outer world, you must first change the signal you're emitting, and gratitude is the fastest, most magnetic way to do that. Have you ever felt your life shift just from feeling grateful? Tell me in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. It's one thing to say that gratitude feels good, but it's another to understand why it actually changes your biology. When you enter a genuine state of gratitude, your brain releases a powerful combination of neurochemicals: dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These are the same chemicals linked to joy, love, and bonding. They don't just make you feel better. They literally change how you see and interact with the world. Dopamine increases your focus and motivation. Serotonin improves your mood and emotional stability. Oxytocin deepens your sense of connection and safety. Together, these chemicals create a fertile ground for healing, creativity, and decision-making. But there's more. Gratitude also activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the branch of your body that tells you it's safe to rest, heal, and grow. In a world wired for fight or flight, gratitude acts like a reset button, calming your heart rate, lowering cortisol levels, and rebalancing your internal systems. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a pioneer in epigenetics, teaches that our thoughts and emotions influence the expression of our genes. According to his research, elevated emotions like gratitude switch on genes that support immune function, longevity, and mental resilience. In other words, Your gratitude isn't just spiritual. It's cellular. Every time you feel grateful, not just say it, but feel it, you are literally reprogramming your biology. Your body starts preparing for miracles, because at the deepest level, it already believes they've arrived. This explains why so many people heal, manifest, and transform when they adopt a gratitude practice. It's not positive thinking, it's energetic alignment. If this resonates, don't forget to like this video. It helps spread this message to more people who need it. Here's the truth. Most people don't want to admit. Feeling grateful. When life is falling apart feels almost impossible. How do you access gratitude when bills are piling up, your body is in pain, or you feel emotionally drained? The key is this. Gratitude doesn't begin with your circumstances. It begins with your focus. When you're caught in survival mode, your brain narrows its awareness. It becomes hyper-focused on danger, lack, and worst-case scenarios. This is a biological survival mechanism. But if left unchecked, it becomes a chronic mindset. You start training your brain to see only what's missing instead of what's possible. That's where spiritual practice enters the scene. According to Buddhist wisdom, suffering arises not from what happens to us, but from our attachment to how we think things should be. When we let go of expectations and meet the present moment with openness, we create space for appreciation. The shift begins when you stop saying, "I'll be grateful when," and start saying, "I choose to feel grateful now," even if it's incomplete. This doesn't mean denying your pain. It means expanding your perspective. Even in the darkest moments, there are small anchors of beauty. Your breath, a sunrise, a friend's voice, the fact that you're still here. And when you start noticing them, you change the entire narrative of your life. Small shifts in focus, massive shifts in emotion. Train your mind to look for reasons to be grateful, and, over time, it will default to that lens. It becomes a habit, a reflex, and from that energy, new solutions start to emerge. If this message is opening something inside you, consider subscribing. There's more content like this on the way, because your evolution deserves to be nourished. Let's take a step deeper into the world of quantum physics. According to quantum theory, we don't live in a solid, fixed universe. Instead, we exist in a field of infinite possibilities, where every potential outcome already exists in wave form, waiting to be observed, chosen, and collapsed into reality. This field is not out there. It's inside you and all around you. Now, here's where it gets wild. Your emotional state is the selector. The frequency you emit through your thoughts and feelings determines which possibility becomes real. And among the most powerful emotional frequencies you can broadcast is gratitude. Why? Because gratitude signals that the event has already occurred. When you feel grateful for a future you haven't yet seen, you're sending a message to the quantum field that says, "This is my reality." And the field begins to reorganize itself to match that emotional signature. Joe Dispenza calls this memorizing the emotion of your future. Instead of waiting for your dream to come true before you feel grateful, you become the version of you who already lives that dream. And gratitude is the bridge that carries you there. It's a hack, a spiritual technology. Greg Braden explains it like this. When ancient mystics prayed for rain, they didn't beg. They felt the rain. They imagined the mud beneath their feet, the smell of wet air, the water trickling down their skin. They gave thanks before it arrived. And that act of gratitude, it aligned their inner world with the version of reality where rain was already real. Gratitude collapses the wave into a particle. It makes the invisible visible. What future are you ready to feel grateful for right now? Pause this video for 20 seconds and feel it. Then, drop it in the comments. It's already on its way. Have you ever noticed how life seems to mirror your inner world? When you wake up feeling inspired, calm, and grateful, the day flows. You attract synchronicities. People treat you better. You get good news. But when you're stressed, reactive, or stuck in a loop of lack, everything feels like resistance. That's not a coincidence. That's resonance. Reality is not happening to you. It's responding through you. You are a projector, not just a receiver. Your inner state becomes the lens through which the quantum field shapes your external experience. This is what many call the mirror principle, an ancient spiritual teaching that says the outside world is always reflecting back your dominant vibration. If you live in a constant state of frustration or fear, the mirror will show you more reasons to feel that way. But if you shift to appreciation, the mirror changes too. Here's the challenge. Most people wait for the mirror to change. First, they say, "I'll feel grateful when my life gets better." But they don't realize that life gets better when you feel grateful. The mirror won't smile at you unless you smile first. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful, because the moment you take radical responsibility for your emotional state, you reclaim your creative power. Even if nothing outside of you changes yet, the frequency shift you make inside begins to alter the trajectory of your timeline. And over days, weeks, or sometimes even hours, your reflection, the people, events, and opportunities begin to shift in response. You are the cause. Reality is the effect. If this idea is resonating, pause for 10 seconds. Take a breath. Smile, even slightly. Notice how the energy shifts. That's alignment, and you just created it. Now that we understand the science and spirituality behind gratitude, the question becomes, how do we actually live in that frequency, consistently? Because the truth is, life doesn't always make it easy. Challenges arise. People disappoint us. The unexpected happens. So how do we hold the vibration of gratitude when things feel heavy? The answer isn't to fake it. It's to anchor it. Creating a field of gratitude in your life requires conscious rituals, small intentional practices that shift your emotional state before the outer world has a chance to pull you off course. One of the most effective ways is gratitude priming in the morning. Before you check your phone, before you respond to the world, take 5 minutes. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and bring to mind one thing you deeply appreciate. Feel it. Let it expand. Stay with it until your body believes it. This sets the tone for your nervous system and helps you respond to life instead of reacting to it. Another powerful practice is to reframe in real time. When something inconvenient or upsetting happens, ask yourself, how is this redirecting me? What lesson is hidden here? What could I be grateful for even in this? This isn't toxic positivity. It's empowered perception. Over time, your brain starts scanning for gratitude automatically. It becomes your dominant lens. And that shift creates a baseline emotional state of calm, trust, and openness, conditions that magnetize abundance and dissolve resistance. As Buddhist master Thich Nhat Hanh taught, when you love life, life will love you back. But love starts with appreciation, and appreciation starts with presence. What's one small gratitude ritual you can add to your day starting tomorrow? Share it below. We're building a field together. Theory is one thing, but real transformation? That's where the magic lives. Let's explore what happens when people truly embody the energy of gratitude, before life gives them a reason to. These aren't just feel-good anecdotes. They're proof that something powerful activates when you shift your internal state first. Take the story of Maria, a single mother going through a painful divorce, struggling financially, and battling insomnia. She felt lost, afraid, and disconnected from everything that once brought her joy. One night, in desperation, she began a nightly ritual. 5 minutes of deep emotional gratitude, not for what she had, but for the peace and freedom she imagined was coming. Within 3 weeks, she reported better sleep, unexpected job opportunities, and even a peaceful co-parenting arrangement beginning to form. Why? Because she started living from the end, emotionally aligning with a future reality that hadn't yet shown up physically. Or Daniel, a cancer survivor who practiced gratitude not just for his healing, but for his body's strength, even while it was still weak. His doctors were stunned by his recovery speed, and he credits his transformation to daily visualization and feeling thankful as if it already happened. These stories aren't outliers. They're reminders. The quantum field doesn't respond to your wishes, it responds to your signal. And when your signal is gratitude, the delay between thought and manifestation begins to shrink. Feeling grateful is like placing your order in the universal kitchen and trusting that it's already being prepared. Have you experienced something shifting in your life after choosing gratitude? Comment below. You never know who your story will inspire. Understanding the power of gratitude is one thing. Living it consistently is another. Here are 5 simple science-backed and spiritually grounded practices you can begin using today to rewire your reality through the frequency of gratitude. The 5-minute morning alignment before checking your phone, emails, or even getting out of bed. Place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Then silently list 3 things you're grateful for. But here's the twist. Feel them as if you're experiencing them in this moment. Let the emotion rise in your body. This sets your emotional tone for the day and primes your brain to see life through a grateful lens. Gratitude anchors. Throughout the day, choose 1 or 2 objects you interact with daily. A coffee mug, your car keys, your phone charger. Every time you touch them, take a brief moment to say thank you in your mind. Not just for the object, but for something in your life. These micro-rituals train your brain to associate ordinary moments with emotional richness. Gratitude. Pre-feeling technique. This is powerful. Each evening visualize one future desire, a goal, experience, or healing, and then generate the feeling of gratitude as if it already happened. Sit in that emotional state for 2 minutes. This practice communicates directly with your subconscious and the quantum field, aligning your energy with the outcome you're calling in. Flip the narrative on challenges. When something frustrating happens, pause and ask, what might this be making space for? Or, what is this teaching me? Reframing challenges with curiosity invites growth and gratitude for things that once triggered you. This trains your emotional resilience and speeds up transformation. The last thought of the day. Shift right before sleep, revisit one moment, big or small, from your day that made you smile, feel safe, or feel seen. Relive it. Gratitude right before sleep affects your subconscious processing overnight and helps you wake up lighter, more hopeful, and in greater harmony with life. Which of these 5 will you try tonight? Let us know in the comments. Start your ripple effect. So let's bring it all together. Gratitude is more than a practice. It's a frequency, a decision, a state of being. It's not just about being thankful when things go right. It's about choosing to feel the energy of completion, peace, and abundance before anything outside of you confirms it. That's where true power begins. We've explored how gratitude literally reconfigures your brain, your body, and your energy field. We've seen how it opens pathways in the quantum realm, aligning your frequency with the life you're meant to live. And we've uncovered practices that make it real, not just in theory, but in your daily experience. Remember, your reality is not waiting to change. It's waiting for you to shift. Even one deep moment of real gratitude can begin a cascade, internally, biologically, spiritually. The mirror of life reflects back whatever you broadcast. And today you've remembered that you can choose the broadcast. So here's a gentle challenge for you. For the next 72 hours, start and end each day with intentional gratitude. Just 5 minutes. No pressure, no perfection, just presence. Watch what begins to move. Watch how life starts to whisper back. And when it does, don't be surprised. You aligned for this. If this video touched you in any way, consider liking it so more people can discover this message. Subscribe for more transformational content and share your thoughts in the comments. What shifted for you while watching this? Your gratitude is your magnet. Let the universe respond.